Dirty dealings, corporate battles, consumer woes. This is Evening 5. CIMB Group Holdings has completed its acquisition of KAF Equities through CIMB Investment Bank and will rebrand it as CIMB Securities. Ruzi Rani Ajith, who has left her position as the CEO and country head Malaysia of CGS CIMB Securities, will be spearheading the new stockbroking firm. She will report to Novan Amiruddin, the co-CEO of the lender's group wholesale banking segment. In a filing with Bursa Malaysia today, CIMB said CIMB Securities will provide a full suite of equities services and will complement other products within the wholesale banking offerings from financing, cash management, treasury and markets and investment banking advisory. These offerings that added will be provided to institutional and corporate clients with immediate effect. CIMB Group CEO Dato' Abdul Rahman Ahmad said the lender will be adopting a phased approach in its rollout. The plan is to invest in effective technologies that complement its vision for CIMB Securities to be the brokerage of the future, he said. At market close, CIMB's share price ended 0.48% higher at 6.23 ringgit for a market capitalization of 66.44 billion ringgit. Renewable energy and utilities player Reneuco has been classified as a PN17 status affected listed issuer. In the 2023 annual report released by Reneuco today, its external auditor Al-Jafri Salihin Kuzami entered a disclaimer of opinion as it could not obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence to provide a basis for an audit opinion on the group's financial statements. Shares in Reneuco ended 40% higher at 7 cents for a market value of 78.54 million ringgit. Over the last 1 year, the counter has lost 75% of its value from its closing price of 28 cents on February 9th, 2023. Reneuco has been in the spotlight after regulators warned that its shares will be suspended if the firm misses today's deadline to furnish its annual report. The company had said that its external auditor needed more time to complete its audit. The delay comes after a record quarterly loss of 125.05 million ringgit for the latest quarter ended September 30th, on the back of 132.53 million ringgit in impairment losses. The MACC says it has recovered 23.91 million ringgit in funds and assets linked to 1MDB from 2023 to date. The Commission said these were retrieved through confiscation via the courts, voluntary surrender by 5 individuals, and repatriation to the government. Breaking it down, the MACC said some 556,276 ringgit was from 1MDB officer Nur Zahid, who had received 1MDB funds for Project Maximus and Project Catalyze. Just over 972,251 US dollars, that's approximately 4.55 million ringgit, was returned voluntarily by Dato' Amhari Effendi Nazaruddin, formerly Special Officer to Dato' Sri Najib Razak. Meanwhile, the Kuala Lumpur High Court ordered the forfeiture of 3 condominium units worth 7.05 million ringgit owned by Najib's then Foreign Affairs advisor Muhammad Kamal Yan Yahya, who had received the 1MDB funds through Project Magnolia, Project Maximus and Project Catalyze. Earlier this week, the court also ordered the forfeiture of assets of fugitive Lotek Joe's associates, namely Jerome Lee Tak Long and his spouse Kueh Ying Ying in Malaysia and Singapore, worth 11.754 million ringgit. From 2019 to date, 29.03 billion ringgit of 1MDB assets have been recouped by the MACC's Asset Recovery Special Task Force in collaboration with foreign agencies. Dato' Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi said UMNO will continue to work towards obtaining a complete pardon for convicted former Prime Minister Dato' Sri Najib Razak. This is to accommodate the request by Najib and his family. In the meantime, the UMNO president said all parties, including Tan Sri Muhammad Shafi Abdullah, Najib's lawyer, should respect the Pardons Board's decision. Yesterday, Shafi made startling claims about events that led to Najib's reduced sentence by the Pardons Board. He said the then king was initially considering granting Najib a full pardon, but later changed it to a commuted sentence, while members of the pardons board had recommended for the former PM to continue serving his sentence. Shafi also pointed out inconsistencies in the pardons board's press release about its role in the decision and indicated potential plans to launch another pardon petition for Najib. He maintained Najib's innocence and said his client should not have even seen a day in jail. Inter-Pacific Securities is advising KUB Malaysia shareholders to reject the unconditional mandatory takeover offer for the company by JAG Capital Holdings, the investment vehicle for Dato' Sri Johari Abdul Ghani. In a circular note in KUB's board's filing today, the independent advisor said the offer price of 60 cents per share is unfair, representing a discount ranging between 68 cents and 73 cents, that's 53.13% to 54.89%, over the estimated value per KUB share derived using the sum of parts valuation methodology, ranging from RM1.28 to RM1.33 before completion of the takeover. It also represents a discount ranging from 47 cents to 75 cents, that's 43.94% to 55.56%, compared to the estimated value per KUB share using the said methodology, ranging from RM1.07 to RM1.35 after completion of the takeover. Inter-Pacific also deemed the offer unreasonable, since KUB shares will still be tradable on Bursa Malaysia if JAG Capital intends to maintain KUB's listing status. This means shareholders might be able to realise their investments at prevailing market prices after the closing date, though there is no guarantee that the prices and trading volume will remain the same. KUB traded flat at 57.5 cents, valuing it at RM319.97 million.